Alright, what's going on guys? It's Apocalyptic here, and I'm going to be going over my NightBlade build for the Dark Brotherhood DLC. What I'm running this time around is very similar to what I was running in the Thieves Guild DLC. The only difference is a few traits, my ultimates, and actually character race. Other than that, it's pretty much the same, but let's get right into the gear. So what I'm running is I'm running uh, 5-piece Hundings Rage, the 5th piece being my bow and my two-handed. I'm also running 1-piece Malakina and then 2-piece Lekis. The reason I'm running the Lekis over anything else is I get the 126 weapon damage, which is very useful. Everything else is pretty standard. I mean, a lot of people run this. A lot of people would probably trade out Maelstrom weapons right here and then the what is it, Bloodspawn helmet, and that's what a lot of people are running. I choose this just my playstyle, honestly. Um, I have the agility set for my jewelry. Only thing I don't like about it is I do have the healthy. I would prefer robust, but just luck of the draw, I have healthy. I do have weapon damage enchants on all of these, and for the enchants on my armor, I have max stamina and then the tri-stat glyphs, which just pretty standard. Everybody runs that. The main change when it comes to my weapons is I'm now running charged on my bow instead of precise. And the reason we're running charged is because me and my buddy Strider, we did some tests about it, and when it comes to charge, we get about a 7 out of 10 chance to proc the disease damaging glyph, which is a big difference than running, like a crit or something. Helps a whole lot more. I mean, when we were testing how the healing effect would happen, without it procking, I had like a 292 with Rowley, and then when it did proc, it would go to a 212, so that's like an 80% decrease, which is extremely helpful. So as long as you're keeping your poison injection up, you're going to melt down your target pretty quickly. It's just extremely helpful. And if you are running a stamina Nightblade, even a stamina DK with all the changes to your poison damaging abilities now, I would definitely run this with your disease damaging glyph. Into the abilities, I am running poison injection as my main, dot encounter, stuff like that. I'm running siphoning attacks to get my stamina and health back. I mainly use it for my stamina. I don't really have that many magic abilities being a stamina Nightblade, so it's more for stamina. When I'm getting pretty low, I'll pop this up. I'm using double take over shuffle again still, and the only reason, well, a couple reasons why I prefer double take is one, it's out of a magic pool, not stamina. Two, it gives me movement speed. And three, I'm a stamina Nightblade. So what shuffle does is the only difference between shuffle and double take is one, we get the movement speed, but with shuffle, it removes snares once you activate it. But since you're a Nightblade, you have ambush as your gap closer. Well, you should unless you use crit rush. But when you're snared, you ambush right through it. So it doesn't really make that big of a difference to run this over shuffle, except for you get the movement speed and it comes out of your magical pool. So personal opinion, that's just what I run. I'm also running Piercing Mark, but as you can see, a lot of my abilities aren't going to be maxed out because this is a new character that I've rerolled, and I'll explain that in a few minutes. I'm running Piercing Mark to give me some health back after, I've killed that person, which helps a lot because if you're doing a 1vx, it's like a 1v3, you kill one person, put Mark on one guy, get him down, kill him, and if you're like, execute range, once you kill him, it puts you up over half your health, and the other guy has to, work you down again. Obviously, I'm running Vigor, that's, standard healing. I do have Soul Tether right now, but I am going to switch that to, Dawnbreaker, but my Fighter's Go right now is only 9.5, which really sucks, but I'll be getting it there, and then I'll be running Dawnbreaker. On my front bar, I'm running Surprise Attack as my main DPS ability. Mass Hysteria, my Fear, Relentless Focus, that gives me stamina recovery by 10% for 20 seconds and increases my damage by 8%. Now also we get the Spectrum Bow, which is now disease damage, which procs for 13k now. Yes, 13,505, which is extremely useful. I almost use it as an execute half time now because as you see, I'm not using an execute because honestly, if I get them down to execute range, my surprise attack buffed is like 9k now. So it's almost the same thing as using an execute, honestly. I just prefer having this and getting a little bit more damage, stamina back over an execute and a 1vx. It's more sustained in my opinion. That's what I prefer to run with. Ambush is my main gap closer, and Rally is my other heal, and Incapacitating Strike. If you don't know this by now, Incapacitating Strike is now disease damage over the other morph, which was Soul Harvest, I believe, and it also stuns. And also, once you've used it, you get 20% damage for 6 seconds, which is also very, very useful. That's about it. One thing I am running is I am running heavy chest piece, so if you can get all your passives into heavy and medium, just get both of them there as best as possible. Um, let's see. My character sheet. This is what I am without food. I'm also running the Serpent Stone. Without food, non-buff, this is what I'm at. But when I set my food, right now I'm using the Hello Handsome Porter Tri-Stat recovery. It's not the best. I'd rather be running some other things, but this is just what I have at the moment. But get this set. We'll buff up, and we have 25k maximum stamina, 20k health, 128 health recovery, 1623 stamina recovery, and 3359 weapon damage. Um, I'm nowhere to get my minor buff from getting attacked once, but that'll push it up to about 3,800 I believe now. The only difference between this character and my other character is that I am now a Nord, and a lot of people are red guard meta. It's all red guards everybody wants. But the reason I go with Nord is because one, I get my health recovery by 30%, which is obviously it's health recovery. It's more sustained. First of all, second, we get another max health by 9%. But the most important part that a lot of people don't look at is that it reduces incoming damage by 6%. And what that means, just a kind of a plain statement without showing you testing face to face, if your surprise attack hits 10,000 tooltip, with this it'll hit for like 7,500 instead of 10,000, or 8,000 instead of 10,000. While I'm still doing my 10,000 to you, you're cut in half by 6%. I mean, it's right there, which is a big difference because we both jump each other. Surprise attack, you surprise attack. I'm doing more damage to you than you're doing to me constantly. That's one, big difference I have over you. When it comes into champion points, I am at only 400, 445 champion points. So I'm not maxed out yet. I'm very close, but for right now, what I'm running is 100 in Warlord, one in Magician, one in Sprinter, and one in Bashing Focus. And you're probably asking why I have one in each of these. It's because having one in there is a 1.5%. That's not a lot, but 1% is obviously better than nothing. I have 23 in a Mooncast, one in the Arcanist, one in the Healthy. Like I said, that 1% helps better than nothing at all. And then 20 in Tumbling. And the 20 in Tumbling is because there's now more cost when you dodge roll. So I believe having a little bit more into that helps with the dodge rolling. 15 in the bless because that 6.9% in my healing. I have 81 into mighty, 25 into piercing, 12 into precise strikes, and 15 into thermocharge. Once I get the more champion points, I'm just gonna make this into 100 in mighty, and I don't think I'll have enough to put anywhere else, so it's just gonna go all into mighty. And if I do have anything else, it'll go into piercing and precise strikes. Thermocharge is perfect at 15, and that's where I just prefer to leave it. I do have 10 in resistance, and that's just I get a little bit less crit stun to me, and that's just how I prefer to play. A lot of people don't put anything into here, and that's just a personal thing for me. 67 into Hardy and 62 in Elemental Defender. I buffed up Hardy a little bit more with Nightblades having the disease abilities now. So I had before had like 50 into here, 70 into here, and I flipped it, made it a little bit more even. If I feel like I need to, I'll probably put 70 into here and drop a couple more out of here. So this will bring it to like 58 or something, and that's pretty much where I'll go with that. And then I also have 10 in recovery, just for when I'm playing a group and we have a Templar or just anybody that casts a little bit of heal, I get, the 4% of that heal. I do think that is about it. I'm just running standard Cyrodiil potions right now. If you can get anything, get the health and stamina recovery potions. I don't know what they're called. I don't have any on me at the time, but that's what I would run. And then get the Luscious Argonian drink, the Tri-Stat drink. That's what else I'd run. This is not the best I can be. I can get a whole lot more than that. other than that, this is my Stamina Nightblade build for the Dark Brotherhood DLC. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, just leave a comment and ask. Other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video.